anyone thinking of taking up press fittings, it's important to complete training before use of any press fitting system. And this ensures that installers know how to store and correctly use press fittings. Manufacturers' extended warranties will require training before use. This usually involves a demonstration, a chance to have a go, and a short test. Press fitting training can be accessed through fitting manufacturers, wholesalers, online, or through some colleges. This is usually free, but you do need to check with your training provider. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go and give you a short demonstration, which is a film of me doing a press fitting, and I'll talk you through it. Right, so just a little demonstration of me doing that. So, as usual, it's important to always cut pipe with a rotary tube cutter, as I've done just then. And then, as per standard practice, we need to deburr the tube. What we don't want is any burrs or sharp edges. We're going to push this through an O-ring. We don't want that catching on the O-ring and either cutting it or pushing it through slightly. Again, standard practice for the same reason. We use a pencil reamer to just take the swarf out of the inside of the pipe that we've caused. So just to pause that a second, even if we have a new piece of pipe direct from the wholesaler with a cap on it, those edges can still be too sharp and have burrs on them. So that still does need to be done at that stage, not just when you cut it. Just pause again. Sorry, the next process is to clean the tube so you can inspect it. What I'm using here is a cleaning pad. This one was a Rovley cloth from Rothenberger, but all the manufacturers do make them. What you shouldn't use, they do come with the press fitting kits, but when they run out, just buy the same things again. You don't want to use anything like emery cloth, which is too rough and can scratch the pipe deeply, or wire wool, which can leave bits on the pipe, pieces of wire. Because if you get that under the between the O-ring and the pipe, it could lead to a leak path. What you do then, as you can see there, I inspect that for any deep scratches or any damage. If I do have any deep scratches or damage, I cut back to a scratch-free section. There's nothing you can do with a dent or anything. You don't want to have anything that bridges the pipe work. Remember I said it was a 3-point press, so I need to mark the depth. This is just used as a gauge to make sure that the fitting doesn't move off the pipe when setting up the pipe work. You could be pushing it through a sealing void or through a hole you've drilled or something like that. Next, select a fitting, take one out, seal it up in the bag. On those bags, if you're ever doing any work that you might need to get certificates of conformity to things like ISO 9001 standards or whatever, those bags usually have all the batch information on. So if you need to approach a manufacturer for that information, then keep that or photograph it, because it does have all the batch and date codes on it. Any fittings you don't use, reseal them in the bag to protect the O-ring. As I said before, these O-rings are lubricated with silicone oil. You don't want them to dry out, and also because they're lubricated, they are sticky, so they will pick up all bits of debris and swarf and bits that are in toolboxes or out on site. So you do need to put them away. So check the O-rings in place and you've got the right size fitting. What you need to do then is put it on the fitting. It usually just pops on. The demonstration I'm giving here shows one that doesn't just go on. If you can just put an extra bit of oil on and see if it pops on then. I would say normally you never need to do this. If I had a fitting that wouldn't pop straight onto the tube and up to the stop, I would have a look to make sure that I deburred that and there wasn't any damage or dents first, because that is most likely the cause. So that should just pop on like that, go up to the mark you've made. Next is the easy bit. You take the press tool, open the jaw, slot the fitting in so that the bead with the groove goes to the middle, press the button and it presses like that, as quick as that. You can see how it deformed that as it went in. What's really important then is to mark the tube like so that you can see that you've pressed it. The reason you do that is quite often you might be working in low light conditions and it's difficult to see the difference between a fitting that has been pressed and a fitting that hasn't been pressed. So you've got two problems there. You could forget to do one. Okay, it's going to fail your pressure and leak testing, etc. But more importantly, you don't want to accidentally do one twice. If you press one twice accidentally, I'm not sure how well you can see this, but when a press is complete, you take up 2 pinches here and here, either side is the excess material. If I was to put that fitting back into the jaws accidentally and press it again, there's a good chance I put it in a slightly different position. What would happen then, I would flatten out those pinches. It can lift the O-ring. I can't take pinches in another place because that O-ring has or that material is already compressed, so there's no excess material to take up. So you must do these once and once only. That brings me to the end of the little demonstration which we filmed the other day.